Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another Diablo video. Today we're going to be going over the Whirlwind Barbarian. One of the versions of the Whirlwind Barbarian, which is the Bul-Kathos weapons version. So it's going to quickly show a GR70 in this version. Go over some gear and stats you're looking for. The gear, to be honest, for a GR70 doesn't have to be great, as I'll show in this video. So first off, you want the Wrath of the Waste set, 6-piece bonus. Shoulders, helm, chest, hands, legs and feet. 2-set bonus, increases the damage per second of your rend by 500%. Useless, doesn't get used in this build. 4-set bonus, during Whirlwind you gain 50% damage reduction. And your applied rends do triple damage again. Rend, useless, not even using this build, but the Whirlwind damage reduction from Whirlwind is great. 6-set bonus is your Whirlwind gains the effect of Dust Devil runes and all Whirlwind damage increased by 800%. That was changed a couple of patches ago. There used to be Dust Devil's damage increased by 400%, which was useless. It was still good for lower rifts, but they've changed it to pure out Whirlwind damage, so now you get an 800% Whirlwind damage increase. For your belt, you want the Pride of Cassius with Ignore Pain at 6 seconds. This one's the only ancient one I've had. I put a Caldescendant on it just because I had one spare, why not? But it's only a 6-second one. You want to be running the Conventional of Elements and the Obsidian Ring of Zodiac. You also want to be running a Hellfire Amulet. In your braces slot, you want to be running Ancient Paths Defenders, or I forgot the name, they're in here somewhere, the Storm God braces. And this one I'm running a Nemesis braces just for the fact that it's easier to spawn pylons and me strong arms, and Ancient Paths are crap, so I've run a Nemesis in this one. For your 2 weapons, you want the 2 Bul-Kathos weapons. Let's go through the stats. For your helm, you want strength, critical hit chance and whirlwind damage. You want whirlwind damage on your helm and on your feet at 15%. Gives you an extra 30% increased damage to whirlwind. Your shoulders, you want strength, cooldown reduction, area damage and vitality / resistance. Obviously I've got both on here, so I need to lose one of the vitality or resistance, but as you can see it didn't roll with either. It rolled with shit, so I had to get rid of that and put cooldown reduction on. For your gloves, you want strength, critic chance, critical damage, cooldown / area damage again. In this build you're looking for 50% cooldown reduction, so if you're close to cooldown reduction you can put area damage on the gloves. For your chest, you want strength, vitality, resistance. For your belt, you want strength, vit, res and armor. So you can change armor for life percent as well, but as you can see again, I've had to roll something off to get me vitality. On your legs, you want your strength, vit, armor / resistance. Again, this rolled with strength, armor, and I think it was something like rend damage, so I had to get rid of the rend damage and I put vitality on it. For your braces, like I said, you can use Nemesis braces, but it's best to use other defensive braces while you're pushing greater rifts. But for these you want physical damage, strength, vit and critical chance. As you can see, these Nemesis braces are shit, but it's the only ones I had basically. For your necklace, you want to be running a Hellfire Amulet. Again, physical damage, critical hit chance, critical hit damage and a socket on it. Again, that is the only ancient one I found, and it rolled okay, but it's still rubbish. For your rings, you want attack speed, critical hit chance, cooldown reduction. This one's not a bad one. As you can see, you can run to 7 attack speed, but the other 2 aren't too bad. For your other ring, you want critical hit chance, critical hit damage, resistance, or area damage. If you're struggling with a group of mobs, go for resistance. If not, go for area damage. More damage is better. And lastly, for your weapons, you want strength, cooldown reduction, area damage, and a socket. I haven't got a area damage on this one because it rolled with rubbish stats, so I ended up having to roll out for cooldown reduction. I opted for cooldown reduction because I'm right on the verge. Sorry, that's where I'm right on the verge of 48%. I can get away with it in this sort of rift, so I roll for the cooldown reduction. And for my second one, you want the same strength, cooldown reduction, and area damage. Same thing again. I had to roll a socket on this, and then I put a gift on it and rolled the cool damage. The cooldown reduction. Sorry, it had 8% damage on, which is not bad. You can get that if you can. You can get damage on each one as well to boost that damage up. And say my damage is rubbish. You want 2 green gems in your weapons, and resistance gems in all your gear, and a cooldown reduction one in your helmet. For the cube, I'm running with Furnace, Mantle Javelin, which is good for your damage reduction, and another 300% damage to your Whirlwind from Skullgrass, so that's up to 1100%, plus your 30% off there. For the gems, we want to be running Bane of the Stricken, a Tegook, and a Pain Enhancer. I jump into the skills. For this build to push a GR70, I had to change to Nerves of Steel. This is, but I'll go over the options you can get soon. But first you want Whirlwind Blood Funnel for that extra restoring of life. Ignore Pain, which is your main skill. I'd say this drops while you're in a pack, and now I'm gonna die. You'll see in the video I died a lot because I'm struggling with defense, but I didn't. I still had a couple of minutes left on the boss, and the boss was horrible. I don't know why I was dying. I did run Unity last time I done a GR70, and it was easier, but to be honest, Ignore Pain should be enough. Just need a little bit more resistance. Warcry Impunity for the extra armor and the resistance. Battle Rage Bloodshed, again increase your crit damage, crit chance. This is also the explosions when you're in a group is really strong. Threatening Shout, Demoralize. I always switch between Demoralize and Falter. Falter increase the damage to take, Demoralize brings in orders. To be honest, I could have ran that GR70 with a Falter, but I used Demoralize. Wrath of the Berserker Insanity, because it just buffs you greatly. It fucking hurts. Right, for your passives, like I said, Nerves of Steel. You got the Boon of Bul-Kathos for the 30% cooldown. Brawler, as long as 2 enemies within 12 yards, all damage is increased. And Rampage. You can change out Nerves of Steel for Berserker Rage. And if you don't like Brawler, you can change Brawler for, I'm trying to forget for some reason, Inspiring Presence. Regenerates more life per second, and the shouts last longer. Or even change the Weapon Master if you're struggling for Fury, because you're playing 2 mighty weapons. That's it for this build. This is basically, it's a piece of piss to play this build. Make sure you got your 2 shouts up at all times, and spin to win. Ignore Pain on cooldown. There's your Demoralizing Shout, your Threatening Shout to get all the mobs. Into Wrath of the Berserker. I didn't say I'm up to 2 million damage now, which is still crap. I'm obviously not hitting any mobs, so I'm not bleeding them. Being the Stricken's not activating on any bosses, but as you can see, your rage doesn't go down, but as you're fighting mobs, obviously your rage tops out. That's where also your Berserker Rage comes in, if you wanted to run that instead. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, hope you liked it. So I'm currently pushing as hard as I can, but it's not getting really anywhere. As you can see, I've got ancient legs, ancient belt, a crappy ancient amulet. The 2 weapons are shocking, to be honest. Everything else is just normal, so I'm pushing. It's not getting no luck, so I've got 1 primal ancient this season, and it is a Where is it? I think I might have deleted it, to be honest, because it was that crap. But yeah, I might have deleted it because it was crap. But it was that stupid looking hat, like the brown hat, I don't even know what it's called. Yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.